guys, what's up and welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, guys, we're just gonna sit back, drink some Red Bull, and we're gonna talk about all the makeup that I'm not gonna buy. So you guys wanna see what I'm not buying and why I'm not buying it? Well, definitely keep on watching. Okay, so to start by saying that just because I talk about any brand or product does not mean that I am disrespecting the brand whatsoever. These are just my opinions. And if you want to get the product and you like the product, that is amazing. We are all entitled to our own opinions. And this is just in good fun. But I think this series is always so much fun to give you guys reasons why I will or will not buy something. And every time I do an anti-haul, oh, I probably have like 10 items in there that I was like, no, I'm not buying it. Yeah, I'm buying it. And for the most part, that's been true and I have bought it. So we're going to find out today what I will and will not buy. But I don't want to call it like a, will I buy it, will I not buy it? I like to call it like an anti-haul because for the most part, I tend to not buy stuff. Where I get all my information, I get my information from Trend Mood. She's like this top beauty guru on Instagram where she gets like the firsthand information about what's coming out, when it's coming out, and the price points. So we're gonna go ahead and head on over to her page and we're gonna talk about all the makeup. All right, so starting off, we're gonna talk about the Hip Dot collaboration with Reese's. I cannot tell you how many times I got tagged in this and people sending it to me in my DMs saying, are you gonna review this? Are you gonna review this? Are you gonna review this? No, I completely skipped out on it. I made it very clear in my last anti-haul that I was kind of like over Hip Dot doing collaborations just because it just wasn't really working out in their favor for what was coming out, what wasn't coming out. And I saw this and I was just like, no. Now, what would have been really intriguing is if they actually gave you like real Reese's Pieces with it, like they just stockpiled you up on the candy. Maybe then I might have been like, but I just really wasn't interested in the 6-pan eyeshadow palettes. They were neutral eyeshadow palettes, and I am definitely a color whore, but I've definitely been a neutral bitch as of lately. I've been getting really into it, but I still have my color connoisseur in my heart. So I saw this and I was like, no, not worth it. And the full set with the bag was $74, and it's a really decent price for Hip Dot. The formula really is good, but sometimes it's hit and miss because like the last one I did, I didn't care for, like the tapito, the hot sauce one. I didn't care for that. But the one prior with like SpongeBob and stuff, the one prior, like the I want to say the SpongeBob, it was really nice. I really liked the formula. I saw that and I was like, no. So that was really easy to pass up on. Okay, so coming up next, we do have the I Heart Revolution collaboration with Disney. This is the Aristocrats Maria collection. It's a very, very boring palette. I don't know what has been going on with I Heart Revolution lately, but they just have not been intriguing to me in so long. I think the last things I really reviewed were the pizza palette, the red chili pepper palette, and the avocado palette. I generally do enjoy those palettes. I had such a great time in those videos, but just the collection as a whole, the color schemes just never make sense. Like when you look at all of their palettes, they have so many. Like they have popcorn lovers, coffee lovers, hot dog lovers, hamburger lovers. Like they do anything and everything food related, and now they're branching out to do more Disney stuff. It just doesn't make sense. Like it just doesn't make sense to me. Their color schemes just don't make sense. It just kind of seem like they throw together so many random shades and go, this is what it is. Like their Friends collection just was a big joke, and I saw this and I'm just like, no, I don't see Stay Sassy. I don't really see Disney in it, and I'm sure the formula works just nicely, but again, that's a hit and miss brand. Sometimes the formula can be great, sometimes it's not. It just really depends. And I saw this and I was like, oh my god, I wouldn't even know where to begin. I feel like sometimes when palettes have too much colors, you're just like, but where do I start? You know? So that was like a no. Okay, so next we have this MAC Underground program. This time they're taking us back to the cult favorite lip gloss. So say hello to Squirt Bomb. Such a stupid name. Squirt. Oh god, oh my god, I need to get my mind out of the gutter. I don't know what's been going on with MAC. MAC is just so boring now. I never see anyone review MAC. I never see anyone talk about MAC. And that used to be the biggest name back in the day. Everybody talked about MAC Cosmetics. And now you hear nobody talking about that brand. If anything, people kind of laugh on that brand, especially when they did that Sims palette. Like, I feel like the brand just has definitely gone downhills from there. And I go to Disney Springs all the time. And Disney Springs has a MAC store. to this day, it has still yet to open. Everything else has been fully open, I want to say since like August or September, but that has still yet to open. And I'm like, damn, like that's MAC Cosmetics and they haven't opened their stores. So seeing this lip balm, you know, and it seems by looking online, like a lot of people are just don't really care for it either. So okay, so it would not be a anti-haul for me if I didn't talk about either Kylie Cosmetics or KKW. And today we're going to talk about the KKW fragrance collaboration with Jeff Letham. Now, I'm not going to lie, the packaging is actually really cute. Like, it looks like a pot of flowers, and it just looks so pretty. But I've never tried any of KKW fragrances. I think I smelled them a long time ago and I really wasn't blown away. Like I feel like some of the fragrances they create, they're pretty unique in design, but there's like a crystal one that you're like, how do I store this? Like there's one you could like crack like a cake or an egg. I don't know. It's just her concept designs are really far out there, but I do like how this can kind of be like discreetly like a placeholder for like flowers. Like it just makes it look like you're like a plant of flowers. It looks cool, but I don't know. Maybe this is one of those things I might have to smell it in person to really buy it. I can't just willy-nilly buy perfume online unless I've already used it before, because there's been times where I've done that and I've been thoroughly screwed over. I'm like, okay, never again. Okay, so next we have this new Pastel Rainbow collection from Holo Taco. Yeah, that is freaking gorgeous. That is freaking gorgeous. Now, I have never tried anything from Holo Taco, but their brand is so aesthetically pleasing. I've always wanted to, but every time it comes to the launch, I always forget to buy something. I never ever remember to buy something, and by the time I go get it, oh no, it's sold out. It's sold out. So this is gorgeous, and I thoroughly really want it. I wouldn't use it for my nails right here, but I use it for like my toes. It is just so damn gorgeous. Oh my God, I want it. So the whole set is $98 for the whole set, but you can get them for $14 a piece. They're beautiful. Okay, so it's another day, another Colourpop. Now, by the time I'm filming this had already released, but it's the new Colourpop 5-pan eyeshadow palettes. They have High Society, Statement Piece, Cashmere Forever, Too Hot, and Rumor Has It. Now, these are quite beautiful, but I'm pretty much assuming that almost every single one of these colors you can find in their own palettes. Like I think their Fade to Hue palette, you could probably find these colors in there. Like these are not revolutionary for Colourpop in the slightest. They're probably just literally picking all the shades they've already previously released to make these. So I could probably go through my entire collection and find the exact same shade. Whether they renamed it or not, that's their prerogative, but I'm pretty sure I have every single shade. So I saw this and I was like, no, Colourpop just... no. I feel like they need to come up with something better for me to really be excited about them again. And that just is really sad because you guys know how much I love Colourpop so damn much. So to like not be excited about them lately, I'm like, oh, I want to be excited. And I haven't been. Okay, so next we have this Bottle Blonde collection from Trixie Cosmetics. Now, I've never tried anything from Trixie Cosmetics, so I can't comment on whether the formula is good or not. From what I can comment is just the packaging alone. It just doesn't stand out to me. The color scheme, it's just not really pretty in my personal preference, but if the formula is there, it's there, and that's amazing. And I definitely would be willing to try the brand when something, you know, like sticks out to me. I'm like, oh, I have to have. But so far I was seeing this and I was like, oh, it's just another soft glam palette. Oh no. Very, very easy pass on that. Okay, so I don't know if this is a new perfume or not, but this is the new perfume, the Sweet Diamond Pink Pepper 25 by Allie. This is a Huda Beauty brand, and I remember I got a little sample from my Huda Beauty mystery box, and I was like, oh my God, they made a perfume for me. Like, they're just the sweetest. But that was the best smelling perfume. It smelled incredible. It was amazing. And if this is anything like that, I actually might try it. But I just know that their perfumes are expensive as fuck. For 100 milliliters, you're paying $138. That's just gonna pay like my electricity bill here. Like what? For 50 milliliters, it's 100, and for 10 millimeters, it's $27. You have got to be shitting me if you think I'm gonna spend that money on that perfume. I'm not gonna lie. A couple weeks ago, Jaclyn Hill did a video on her IG stories where she talked about this perfume brand that she's obsessed with, and I went and bought it, like the perfume samples, and I spent $40 for like 7 samples because she said they're amazing. The full size is like $140. I'm like, hot damn, Jacqueline. Like, I don't have money just to be dropping it like that on perfume. I go to freaking TJ Maxx. Like, buy that shit on discount. You know what I'm saying? So they smell good, but definitely wasn't my favorite. I just wanted to know what it was like to smell like a rich person for once in my life. So that's why I bought it. Okay, so I hope nobody gets mad at me, but we do have the Marilyn Monroe collection by Besmei Cosmetics. This is a 15-piece collection, which includes recreations of Marilyn Monroe's own makeup based on the items from her personal effects. It has 3 different sets. While they're absolutely gorgeous, I think what convinced me not to even try it was the red lips. So Marilyn Monroe is known for her red lip. Like, she has the iconic red lip, a little freckle, her beautiful blonde hair. And when I saw the pictures, I'm like, this doesn't look like that red that I'm used to seeing. Now, granted, I could be wrong. Maybe social media and the way they do editing makes the red look a little bit different than how it actually really was in person. But if you guys know, I'm very, very particular about my red lip. Like, I just got done filming for you guys a video, The Quest to Find the Perfect Red Lip, doing a full try-on of all the Ofra Cosmetics red liquid lips that they sent me. And I'm actually wearing one of my lips right now. This is the shade Bouquet, which is pretty much the exact dupe for the Lunar Beauty Aphrodite liquid lips. So I'm so happy. But I'm just very, very particular about a red lip. And so when I saw, like, the shades that they had picked, I'm like, oh, those are like coral reds. And I swear hers was like a deep red. So I was just like, oh no, it's really cool. I really do love the concept behind it. I think it's really, aesthetically pleasing. Just no. But here we have the new collection from Jacqueline Cosmetics. You have the Prep Starter Hydrating Under Eye Primer, the Bake and Brighten Under Eye Primer, Face It All Brightening and Setting Palette, and the Last Act Translucent Setting Powder. Now, I'm going to go ahead and tell you guys this right now. Am I going to buy it? Fuck yeah, I'm going to buy it because it's Jaclyn Hill and I just have this need to have everything that she comes out with. So I'm going to buy it. I would definitely be putting it to the test. I think I'll probably get the most use out of the translucent powder more than anything else. I don't really know how I feel about that under eye primer. It's really weird sounding to me because I've never used something like that. It looked like a clear gel she put under eye. The setting the rest of the face, I'm like, okay, I can kind of see what she's talking about. So I'm going to buy each item. I'm not going to go crazy and buy the entire collection. I'm just going to buy the palette that's meant for my skin tone, the translucent setting powder, the eye roller, and the Bake and Brighten under eye powder because I just generally want to try this stuff. So I'm going to buy it for sure. Is it going to cost me like $150? Yes, it does. And I just truly wish that Jacqueline would put Afterpay on her website. I truly do live and breathe by it. And she doesn't want to do that yet. Please bring it out, Jacqueline. Okay, so next we do have the face palette by Anastasia Beverly Hills. So this is a 3-in-1 essentials face palette that has bronzer, highlighter, and blush. And I definitely would say the packaging is absolutely beautiful. It truly is beautiful, but it just doesn't, it looks boring. It looks like any other face palette out there. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie, I don't really care for face palettes just because they kind of like are limited to the shades they put in there. Not everybody has the same skin tone and undertones to their skin. So by them doing like 3 or 4 palettes, that's great, but people do prefer different products. So maybe the bronzer in one palette might be too light for me, but the bronzer in the other palette might be too deep. And I'm like, I don't want to have to buy both to mix them both to make it work for me. So that's why I tend to avoid face palettes like this, just because you're kind of like set on what they give you. Like, for example, like the Jacqueline product, this is going to be the Warm Flush and Golden Goddess. I don't ever use the Golden Goddess blush. I use the bronzer right here, but I do mix it with other blushes just because I just don't care for what the combination they gave me. This type of situation I'm talking about, like I want things to be sold individually so I can make my own palette and make what's best for me. But a lot of brands like to put them together, so then you're forced to go buy 2 or 3 of the same items just so you can have a product that works best for you. And I just really hate when brands do that. So I saw this, thought it was pretty packaging, but I was like, yeah, no. Okay, so next we do have the Flower Punk collection by Collidos Cosmetics. I definitely want to check out this product, this palette right here. I have never in a million years played with Collidos. I've seen Paige talk about it. I've seen Teresa talk about it. I've seen Paige's stuff in person, and I just am really, really intrigued by this brand. And this palette right here is so freaking beautiful. It kind of reminds me of Milk Cosmetics Smoke Session palette. Like, it kind of gives me that vibes, but I can safely say that I'm going to be buying this. It does roll out May 5th at 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So it's going to roll out at 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on May 5th, which I'm so excited. I really hope I can get what I want to get. I'm mostly interested in the palette. Everything else, I'm kind of like, oh, if I get it, I get it. If I don't, I don't. I'm just really interested in that palette because it's beautiful. Okay, so next we do have the Maybelline Fit Me Tinted Moisturizer. This is natural coverage, natural look, fresh feel, buildable coverage, 12-hour hydration without silicones, parabens, and mineral oils. The price is $7.98 and it has 10 shades. Now it does say on here it shows 14 shades on the website, but at 10 at Walmart. So I feel like everybody has rolled out with tinted moisturizers, and tinted moisturizers are phenomenal for the summer season if you guys are just wanting to go out and about but still have a little bit of color to your face, especially like for someone like me who goes outside, goes to the pool, goes to the beach all the time. You want to have something protecting your face, but you don't want to look like a dead zombie walking out of the house like, ooh, you know, like you want to like look somewhat decent. I mean, at least I try to like 10% of the time, but I don't work well with tinted moisturizers. My skin is super oily, so anytime I put a tinted moisturizer on, I swear it just enhances the oil. I don't know why, but it does not look good on me. It doesn't last, it separates, and I just get super oily. So for those out there who have dry to normal skin, please consider yourself lucky, because there's so many more foundations out there that I feel like are meant for you guys more than it is for oily skin. Like I hear the battle all the time. Like in my comment section, I see, oh, but I have dry skin, it cracks, it does this. I'm like, oh, but I have oily skin, it does this. I'm like, guys, I understand. There's some people out there who just have the perfect freaking skin with normal freaking shit. And here I am, oily as, you know, steak and shake freaking burgers. Just, you put that burger and that grease just pours out. That's my face. And, I just feel like every spring and summer and mostly fall, things come out geared towards dry to normal skin. And it just really sucks for anybody out there who's really oily like myself, because we're kind of limited on what we can really try. So I can try it, cannot guarantee you good results from it. So, okay, so next we do have the 35D Desert Bouquet Artistry palette from Morphe Cosmetics. Now, I'm not gonna lie, it's actually not an ugly palette. It actually is quite pretty, but it's basic, it's boring, and honestly, I'm not really the biggest fan of Morphe. If I'm going to be realistic with you guys, I think I've said it numerous times that I just feel like Morphe has changed so much. It used to be all about creating their own palettes. Sometimes they roll out with influencer brands, but they pretty much did everything on their own. And then once TikTok came to be, they just geared towards freaking TikTok and became such a cash grab where they're just going to throw on the D'Amelio faces on there, Avani's faces on there, some Maddie Ziegler face on there. I feel like they just care more about the money than they do about the actual consumers. And I have seen so many people bitching and boycotting and complaining about Morphe. Like, I'm not going to sit here and dive too deep into the drama, but I'm pretty sure we've all been well aware of what's going on with James Charles and everything. And I just feel like people really felt such strong emotions about how Morphe handled the James Charles situation compared to how they handled every other situation. So I just feel like the brand itself just probably needs to take a step back. Maybe they need to just revamp themselves and just kind of focus on themselves. I feel like they should really just kind of do their own thing, because the old Morphe products that I used to play with, I really loved. And as of lately, I feel like the formula's changed. It's just, the brand just is just lost on me, and it sucks. And I used to really love them, but as of now, maybe one day, but not today. Okay, so next we do have the Instant Look of Love palette from Charlotte Tilbury. Now this does retail for $75. Ooh, it's expensive, but it comes with a eye brightening, eye enhancing, eye smoke, face bronze, face highlight, cheek pop, and face powder. So I think it's really cool. They're trying to do like a full face in one palette. So I get the price point, but Charlotte Tilbury is just so expensive. That is like a luxurious brand that I would love to shop for. But I bought one foundation long ago and it was $55 at the time, and it's just so expensive. Like, Charlotte Tilbury is just that brand that I really would love to have in my collection, but I can't justify the price point. I can't. Maybe one day, but I'm not there yet. So I saw that and I was like, God damn, it's pretty, but I can't. Speaking of fancy brands that I can't afford, we do have the new Pat Mcgrath, the Divine Blush Collection. I have got to say, Pat Mcgrath just has some of the prettiest freaking stuff out there. Like, they literally do go all out for their packaging, for their design, for just their, just freaking everything. Like, it is just so damn beautiful. It's so luxurious. And like, when you see like Pat Mcgrath in your collection, you're like, That's Pat McGrath. I know. I know, I'm that bitch. You know, like that's how like I feel like it makes you feel, but it's just so expensive. I can never justify buying anything from Pat McGrath because of how truly expensive it is. The stuff that I have in my collection was gifted to me from my amazing sister, my amazing subscribers, Christine, Courtney, and Ashley. They were so kind enough to send me some Pat McGrath products to try, and I can never ever thank them enough because that shit is expensive, and it is just a brand once again that, could you imagine if I got on like Pat McGrath's PR list? That's a far-fetched dream, but I would not know what to do with myself. I'd be like, it's just like, do I have to pay taxes on this? Because like this is like there's taxes on this, right, that I have to pay. Like that's how I feel because it's just so expensive. So as beautiful as this is, it's just so unrealistic for me to ever really buy, especially for blush. Here we are with another one. I feel like I have a lot to say today. We have the I Heart Revolution collaboration with Disney, The Little Mermaid. And I saw this and I was like, the packaging's cute. The blush itself is really cute, like the highlighters. I love the little waves they have going on there. Very, very beautiful. But again, it is I Heart Revolution, and again, the color schemes just don't make sense. If I was going to do Little Mermaid, I would do lots of blues, lots of greens, maybe some yellows, and maybe just a little bit of reds. I'd make it very, very, very Caribbean themed, where you know that when you're playing with it, you're playing with the ocean, you're playing with the Little Mermaid. Like you have like the Sebastian color, you have the flounder color, you have Ariel's hair, maybe you have the tail, but then you also have the crystal blue water, you have the land with like the green grass. Like I don't know, I feel like I would do a lot more than what I would do, like what I did for this. Like this just doesn't make sense to me. There's like this, like it just doesn't make sense. It just doesn't make sense. All right, so here we have another Morphe product, and this is the Morphe collaboration with Coca-Cola collection. Now, if you guys have not seen, I reviewed the original Coca-Cola palette back in like, I want to say like August or July. And what's really cool is in that video, oh, you guys first got introduced to baby Koba. You guys got to be introduced to him, which by the way, this past Friday was his birthday. So he officially turned 1 year old. But in that video, I reviewed the Coca-Cola collection and I was really disappointed with it because I had like these horrible press glitters, but it definitely was not my favorite. And now they have this new one coming out for round 2. And it's a throwback to 1971, so I do like the pictures that they have for promotion. The pictures are absolutely gorgeous. I love the throwback theme, but it just doesn't make sense for Coca-Cola because there's tons of browns, and then you have some pastel oranges and greens and blues, and you're like, what? But I think the reason why they did this is because it sold out. The first time they did the collaboration is sold out. So I think that's why they want to try it again, but I will not be getting that. That is such an easy pass for me because no. Okay, so this is so random, but oh wow, it's been a minute since I've done this. I love this. We have the new Daycation Whipped Cream Blush by Bite Beauty. I'm so sorry, but the components look like a little freaking penis just jizzing out, just like that's how it looks. Like just in the photos, I'm like, do y'all not see that little peen just poop? like it's just all I'm gonna see all I see looking at it is just a little penis. I just feel like because I'm married, but I'm having my wedding, you know, later this year, I feel like I could take these on little necklaces. Instead of getting like those little dick necklaces, I can have just Bite Beauty and be like, bachelorette, you know what I'm saying? And then, oh, you need a blush? Squirt. I did not mean to do that above my nipple. I just, you know, squirt. Like, oh wow, I did not mean to do that above my nipple. I am so sorry. But I look at him like, who thought that was a good design? It just looks like a little tiny little miniature. Ooh-ah. Hello. You want to play? Okay, so next we do have the Christian Louis Vuitton Beauty Line Palettes. First off, I had no idea that Louis Vuitton had makeup. The packaging is to die for. It just screams Louis Vuitton. And then to know that they have a makeup brand, I'm like, oh, what? Like they are freaking gorgeous. Now I don't know the price points on it yet because I don't see it here, but it looks freaking stunning. Now it is very neutral, very basic, but guys, it's Louis Vuitton. It's a brand that I will probably never even see in my life. So that is just like Louis Vuitton. Could you imagine? What are you wearing on your face today? Louis Vuitton. I know. I know. You know, like, I don't know. That's so cool. But it just, I feel like this brand will probably be really pricey, just like Gucci is, just like Pat McGrath, Chanel. I feel like it's going to be a really, really expensive brand. And I just think it's really cool. But it's really cool that I get to look at it and go, not today. So before we wrap up this video, I do see that Kristen Cavallari is coming out with her own clean skincare. It's called Uncommon Beauty. So I'm not going to talk about that too much until I see more product reveals later. And I also see that Zara Beauty is actually revamping themselves and coming back out with brand new stuff. So that'd be really cool because I've always wanted to try Zara Beauty products. Ever since I saw Tati's video long ago reviewing the makeup brand, I was like, ooh, that's a really good idea. I should try that. And they never had any makeup. So... and now she's gone. But yeah, I see that they're revamping there. So the last thing I want to talk about is the new Colourpop Super Shocked Shadows. So spring 2020 is bringing us new shades of our favorite Super Shocked Shadows by Colourpop. I have to say, Colourpop Super Shocked Shadows are phenomenal. I think they're amazing. So if you guys haven't tried them, I thoroughly do advise checking them out because they really are a great formula. I won't talk shit about this because I really do love it. I might check out a few things here and there, but I do think it's cool they're finally bringing out some more Super Shock shadows because we just haven't seen them in a hot minute, and I just wanted to leave something on a positive note about Colourpop. But hey, I'm kind of interested into your Super Shock shadows. So yeah, this is definitely a long video. I don't know which one you're going to see first, whether you're going to see this video today or the Quest of the Red Lipstick. Probably going to see this one today, but you guys are going to have a long video today and a long video tomorrow. So grab some snacks, grab some snacks and or some water, and just thank you so much for making it to the very end if you did. And just know that these videos are always so much fun. And if I ever change my mind on a product, I always let you guys know. Like in my last anti-haul, I talked all about Rare Beauty, and lo and behold, I bought a Rare Beauty palette. I actually did a full face of Rare Beauty stuff, and I found some hits and I found some misses, and they're always just so much fun to do. So yeah, guys, that is it for today's video. Guys, if you guys like this video, please make sure you guys give this video a cheeky thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you guys have not already, because I do post 3 to 4, mostly 5 times a week. Make sure you guys head over to my other channel. It's R for Life. You guys get to see my cool, wonderful adventures, my amazing husband, Corey. And a huge, huge thank you to all these beautiful Patreon members that you guys see right here. Thank you guys so much for everything that you guys do. And to my subscribers and viewers, thank you guys so much for being here. Whether you guys like this video, you guys thumbs down this video, you guys subscribed, you guys did not subscribe, either way, thank you guys so much for being here. I love and appreciate each and every single one of you. So with that said, guys, I love you. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye. The Colourpop Super Shock, I have to say that Colourpop Super, because I freaking live and breathe by Afterpay. Typically, for the most part, to not buy stuff, but the Bottle Blonde correction, and not everybody has the shade. Not everybody has the same shade. Okay, so starting off, we're going to talk about the... okay, so I want to start off by saying that it's a hit and miss brand. Again, that's a hit. Again, hey guys, what's up? Okay, so next we have the 3... okay, so... another... how should I word it? Okay, so starting off, we're going to talk about... oh my god. Okay. Fragrance with Jeff Letham. Now, Jesus. Fragrance with Jeff Letham. Now, oh my god, I feel like I talked on forever and ever.